Hello, testing. Oh, perfect. Man, I want something like this. Never mind. This. Okay, let's run the game, just see what it looks like really fast. Man, there's so much things to do. Okay. Dang, I need a haircut. Okay. I'm gonna turn on the invincible mode. Yeah, I feel like that's not supposed to be happening. If I'm outside the level's bounds, the level should stop. Oh, that's loud. Okay, what am I doing? Ooh, I should have thought about that before starting the stream. Okay. Man, there's too many things. Okay, this here, the fix for only playing levels while I'm in bounds, should be simple enough. I just forgot where this is coded though. Okay, utilities, I believe I put some stuff here, current mode. I'm starting to forget how this is coded. Types, current mode. Wasn't there a function for like get current level somewhere? Is inside? Is within bounds? Let's go check gameplay. Is within level? Maybe this? It's not used. Huh. Oh right, I could also check my update when I walk into the next level. Bound is immortal, no. I can't instantly see what's going on. Update. Active levels. Oh, you can have more than one? It's a list. Wait. Add range SS. Yeah. Let's create something here. Let's do this right there. Okay. Let's create, what was this, plus? How do I show? Okay, perfect. Man, I'm insanely rusty. So if I'll put one level like this. Okay, and then another level like this. There's a bit of overlap. Okay, I'll add a keyframe like that. that to 2k. Okay. Add keyframe 2k. So yeah, only one plays. Ah, okay, I put some defaults on that, nice. Oh. I hard code that to have a single obstacle loop. Okay. Let's add a bit of. Oops. Let's add a zone here that I can walk. Oops. I'll delete that one just for visuals. Okay, so something doesn't clear the level. I guess obstacle loop doesn't get cleared. Let's add a checkpoint here. So the count is 0. When it's 0, you want to clear this, I believe. Does this have a check for when it's null? So I expect this to always have a value, I believe. What does this get set to? Yeah, obstacle with 0. Let's copy that. Let's do else. Oh, I can actually clean this up, right? Oh, what is this? How does that not create a bug? This is this. Dang. Okay, let's restart. This, I believe, will clear the level when I'm outside. It works for one loop. Ah. I have to reverse the condition. Okay. Because you only want to do this once. So yeah, okay. If it's 0, then I'll be fine with doing it. It's not the most efficient, but I think I couldn't care less. Whee! That's awesome. Let's add like a secret passage right here. Oh. Debug. False. Resume. Okay, I need to auto switch. Oh, I guess I never got around to that. So do I submit this? Most likely I'll want to do something safer later. It's kind of weird that I have to keep this in sync. We'll see. Hey, what does this mean that Oh, I could do something even better actually. Yeah, I wasn't thinking earlier, because now this is running every frame. If this old... Why am I not allowed to do? Oh, that's a single level. Ah. So this one is a list. Okay, there's a lot of really bad stuff going on. Oh no, that's only debug. Okay, whatever. I think I wasn't thinking just now. So this only does one level. So in other words, let's run that again. Did I just edit it while I was running? Or... Oop. I'm somehow pretty rusty, I feel like. Perfect. Perfect. Nice. Something like that. Okay. Now I want to make this work because this is a list. So I want to have the obstacle loop also be a list. That way I can run many loops at the same time. So let's go check this. Okay, I'll do a little area on the side. Okay, let's create some levels here. That's 1. That's 2. I have hotkeys, I believe, but I forgot what they were. Drop it down to like 1. Oh, I'm outside. Perfect. Okay, now I need to make both run if I'm inside of both areas. Okay. Let's see how this works. This is from utility. 15. That sucks. I didn't think about that. This is the multiplayer stuff. Because this has the level. And the level has an ID. I wonder if I should try to update lightnet lib. I'm on a pretty old version right now, right? Lightnet lib 0771. 2018. I'll wait. Oh, this is old. This is slow. Nine months ago. I guess not that old. I guess my coding style changed in the past year. Yeah, whatever. Okay, let's try to understand what's going on here. Obstacle time. 6 match. Hey, yeah. 2 months, I think. Man, I'm so busy. Alright. Hey, how are you doing? Steam events. That's my own stuff, right? Oh, okay, that's a bunch of everything gets executed. Okay, I see. Man, that's fun. Okay. Oh, that's not Lightnet Lib. That's Face Punch. I wonder what version I'm on that one. .075. Wait, I said 075? 2018. Okay. First match is here. There's an obstacle time event. That's how I did all that. Okay. I wonder why those are not structures. Maybe it doesn't matter. Okay. So start time. So if you receive this event, obstacle time event, okay. That's from the event. Add the delta. Delta game time. Set delta. Does it only get set once? Hey Tinkulum, how are you doing? Do you recognize this code base? Pretty good. Yeah. Well, that makes one of us. Just kidding. Okay, yeah, I've been taming some squirrels. And they're really friendly. Let's keep reading. Start time. This has to be all redone, I think. Like this was written in a time where I wasn't as crazy. Okay, I think this is okay. Ah, come on. Oh, did they fix that? Okay. Now 13 bugs. Obstacle loop. This now only clears it using oh, that sucks. How do I do this then? Oh. Okay, what's the issue? The issue is that now you need to be able to remove specific obstacle loops from this list. So if you're like in 2 levels at the same time, so 2 levels are playing, and then you exit one, but you're still in one. So you only need to remove one, but not clear the list. This is used, why? Old active level. This is used for the camera, I believe. Yep. If you're you have 2 levels active, how do you figure out where to place the camera? Yeah, whatever. Okay, let's fix this and then I'll think about the camera. Okay, so the idea is that if we have... Okay, so every level that are active, we need to check if they are in the old active. If they are, then you need to add... If they are not, then you need to add the obstacle loop. Okay. So is my active levels actually a list? Or is it something else like... I guess it is a list, whatever. Okay, that's funny. Also, if my active levels... if my old active level contains something that is not in active levels anymore, then it needs to be cleared. Or it needs to clear the obstacle loop. Yeah, this is a bit complex. It's not really complex, but I think there's a better way to code. It's no longer sum, it's just this. And I don't need to clone because... Oh, I do? Can I do 2 lists and be happy? I think I can. I think 2 lists is okay. We'll see if I have bugs or... That should mean that when I call clear, it won't be clearing also the old active level by reference. Now, do we just do this no matter what? Kind of sucks to have to do this though. Active levels is a list of levels. I think I might just add some a field here that determines if it has been processed already. Or maybe that doesn't work. I'm trying to change the game so that I can define levels by an area. When you're in that area, the levels will play. If 2 levels are overlapping, both levels should be played. And then also, if you're in 2 levels and then move out of the boundaries of one of them, then that level has to stop playing, but the other one still stays. Or if you exit both, then no level should be playing. So if my levels are like this, now since 2 levels can be active, it means I have like a list of active levels. And then when I'm standing here, both levels are going to be playing. If I'm standing here, only one or one. And if I end up here, both has to stop playing. And then all of this needs to also work with the camera. This gets complex because if 2 levels are active, where do you look? Should the camera be looking at the whole area to show both of them? Essentially, like zoom out to show both. And then what happens if then you move somewhere? So like you're here, you move out, so you end up here. Now should the camera, while you're playing, move over here? Like the goal is for the camera to not move during a level. I mean, normally this case doesn't happen because levels are made to like not chain like that. So you'll have like you're playing a level, you win, you end up here, then you go into the next level, and then there's no overlap. So okay, I'll think about that, but there's something else I want to think about. Where was this? Here. I want to think a bit about pathfinding through time. This is here pathfinding in 1D. Essentially your goal is you start here, you're trying to reach this end position, and in the center there's an explosion, or two explosions. So if I express time using the y-axis, I can represent the space as 2D. And then when you're trying to pathfind, it means that pathfinding has a restriction that it can never go down. And also you have to go up at a specific angle. You can't go below that angle. How do we do pathfinding with this restriction? Pathfinding with a time restriction. How does that work? Actually, let's go straight to the nodes. Oh, okay. Okay. And then the nose would look like... And I wish I made it higher like this one. How do we do the restriction? I guess with range or something. Okay, let's think. Let's say this is... Let's say you start here. Yeah, this is not good enough. But whatever. Okay, let's do it where you can't really cross here. Okay, so your goal is to select nodes that you're able to go to. In other words, if you go from here to here, this works because you're able to walk in this area. Okay, I think this works. So this here is an amount of time. So you're still pathfinding in real space, but so how do I know? Okay, so I select this node and then I compute which node I can walk to. I take this one and this one. I go from my... Okay, so if I extend this line at this angle, this thing goes through this node, and there's an area above or above the line that is... Yeah, so if there's an area above the line on this node, it means I'm able to walk to that node. Now let's say I go from... Now I'm on this node and I compute which nodes I can go to. I find this. Now I do the same with the line, but now the line is like way above. So there's no intersection at all. So this node gets... It's a dead end. Same thing here. Okay, so in other words, I need to select the nodes and then do a check, like a to eliminate, like to discard. And then this, when you're here, you found this corner. So the line, instead of starting from here, starts from this corner. So you know that you're able to go from here to the corner because the corner is above this line. And then here you draw your next line, infinity. And you find areas that are above the line. This here, when you end up here, we don't use this corner because the corner is above the line, is below the line. So we still keep this one. Man, that's gonna be hard to code. I'm tempted to start a little side project where I code a 1D Pathfinder. I wonder how fast I can code that. Okay, let's open up Blender really fast. So let's say this is my area. Let's give it a color. Why do I not see the color applied? Import shading. I can't see the color in that mode. Okay. So this will be my movement. Then let's say there's a big explosion in the center. That I can represent with a cube, and it happens at a certain time. Let's add some colors to that. Okay. So your goal is to go all the way. Let's mark the destination with a orange maybe. Oops. So your goal is to go from this corner all the way up to the other corner in 2D. So this looks like 3D, but the z-axis is the time. If it doesn't support SVG, then you probably can use a plugin. Where did they move that? Preferences. If you go in add-on SVG, looks like they have a plugin and it's enabled by default. Oh, you can even export for real. Wow, if this works, that's insane. Is this real? You're able to export SVG from Blender at your camera perspective. Wow. Hey, I wonder if people are doing SVG stuff with Blender. Whoa. Whoa. What is an SVG animation? What? SVG supports animations? Man, my green screen is dead. Nice. My mind is really blown right now. It's not 3D though. This is rendered. So you have a 3D model. It creates a 2D image. And that 2D image is the SVG. There's something in Blender called freestyle. Freestyle is a way to I wonder if they have their own thing. Freestyle. Freestyle is a way to have like cartoon almost, like it is a non-realistic rendering engine. So it takes your mesh data and then you can use like different tricks to render your lines. You see this? So this is something you don't get necessarily out of the box when you render. But then you can use like the 3D information with freestyle to get lines and like a bunch of things. Like this guy has blueprints in Blender. So he used freestyles to get lines on the models. Wow. But like, yeah, the fact that you can use freestyle and this. And also that SVG supports animation. How did I not know that? Wow, this is actually clean. Doesn't this SVG look really clean? Hey, I wonder if people are making movies, SVG movies in Blender. Like you can use this to make loading animations or something. I guess you learn something every day, right? Penrose, I don't think so. Let's go to keyframe of location. I'm thinking about how I want to express the time. Okay, I'll have to invert this. Okay, time will be, so this is my explosion at a specific time. Let's parent this to the, how do we parent again? Object. If I use this, perfect. Let's parent this too. Yeah. Okay. So the level is expressed by animating this location. So you start here. Let's say this is the animation, okay. So this is how much FPS. How do we check the FPS? Viewport, I believe it's here somewhere. I'm really rusty. 24. So I want this to be 3 seconds. Where do I see the current keyframe? Oh, it's up there. Okay. So 24 times 3, perfect, 72. Let's make that be the end. How do we... I can't remember the hotkey to make this the end. Fine. Okay. So at the start I'm here. Then I go to the end. And then this will be like down here. Location. So now I can see, you can see how my 2D level evolves through time. If you look at it from the top, you can see that the explosion comes into the view. Okay. I'll add a modifier now. This. Add a modifier. Boolean. Union. intersect with plane. Now I believe if I do this, huh? So now when I look at the level, you can see the explosion. Isn't that awesome? Okay, now my goal is to move this green from here all the way here. So I start there, and let's say with my movement speed, and I don't really know what it is, but here, you go here, location. Okay, now you're moving, you just died. So you can't go in a straight line. Let's re-enable the cube. I'm trying to understand what I'm doing now. Oh yeah, I think I wanted to extend this from 1D into 2D by using Blender so I can visualize what I'm doing. Okay, let's draw the nodes. I think that's what I was getting at. Okay. How do we move the cursor to the object? I forgot. Yeah. F3 was the thing. Cursor. To active, perfect. Create a new plane. Scale it up, whatever. Yeah, well, the scene is not moving through it. It's time that's moving through it. So there's this scene. So my 2D game can be expressed as a 3D world that is physically 3D with like the time. Okay, perfect. Okay. Now I can see the floor. Okay, let's use that and create a bunch of cubes that are yellow. So those are my nodes. Let's hide that for now. No, that doesn't hide the children. Interesting. All right. So there's a bunch of nodes going on. Oh, that's pretty close. Oops. Where is it? You're there. Yeah, exactly. trying to squish it on everything except Z. Scale everything except Z. Doesn't need to be precise, whatever. If I'm doing this right, I'm not. Okay. I'll have to adjust that later. Or now. Oh, but I just. Okay. Scale on the y-axis. Okay. Ooh, 3D nodes, incredible. All right, okay. Let's go into wireframe mode. Did I miss one? I did. Oops. I missed the whole center part. Okay. Now, oh, I still missed one. Oh no, I missed 4. Okay, that's why I got confused for a sec. Okay, so take this. Okay. Scale. I'm not sure on which axis actually. 3. Let's move here. Scale on everything except X. Oops. Oh. I'm not sure what I'm doing, but I think it's working. Yeah, perfect. Okay. So you go here. You go here. Ah. Oops. You go here. I forgot to do the... where did I put the other ones? Did I only do 2? I'll hide the big ones. Well, either I forgot to do... I guess I only did 2. No, I could have sworn I did more. Oh, I did. Nice. Ah, okay, there they are. Okay. Oops. There we go. Okay. Wrong buttons. Okay, you go up here. You go down there. Now I have everything. Let's unhide a bunch of stuff. Okay. So those are my pathfinding nodes. This is gonna be annoying to code. I'm already getting confused just doing the visualization. Okay. Let's create a collection. How do we do it again? Plus. Let's start with those. Also, let's hide it. Wow, this is smart. Man, the Blender UI is awesome. Okay. Can I add a modifier to a collection? I think I can. Nope. This is different than the parent. Okay. What is this? Is this a request? In development. 2009. I don't know, he wrote Hmm. Whatever. Can I add some transparency here? No, right? Hmm. Wait. What is this? So there's one of them that works? Oh, that's different. Huh? Am I able to go here? I can. Well, Blender is truly amazing, right? What am I selecting? This. Also, why does this one have... I'm pretty confused. Oh, that's gonna be a explosion. There we go. Are we able to select a bunch of stuff and rename? Cube one. Can I do like node? I can't know. There's probably a way to do it though. That's cool, they showed the modifier thing here. Let's just try that for the fun of it. I can write. I guess that's fine. So I'm supposed to be able to select a bunch of stuff. Or actually, here. Let's copy. Oh, okay, that's what that does. Okay, whatever. Let's copy a bunch of them. Or all of them. That doesn't work. Make links. Modifiers. Oh, wow. Ooh. Why does that not work? I guess I don't care. Oh wait. Does that mean... Oh, it doesn't have time. Not sure why that one is broken. Or that one. It's pretty funny. Did I find a Blender bug or did I just set it up really badly? Intersect time. Okay, so I think what I have to do is code, like do a small project where I do the pathfinding algorithm in 1D. Then when the 1D works, then I start adding explosions. And then I do my pathfinding through time to see the zigzag. Essentially, I need to be able to see this, something like that, where you're dodging explosions. And then from there, I can extrapolate the algorithm so that it works in 2D. That kind of sucks, though. I really wish I didn't need to cut the space like that. Hey, Tuk Tuk. Hey, check that. I'm working. Well, I'm doing a bunch of things, but right now I'm trying to think of pathfinding algorithm that works in time. Essentially, like, let's say you have this 1D game where you start here, you're trying to go to the other side, but there are explosions in the center. So at a certain time, there's an explosion here, and then an explosion here. In other words, in order to not die, you need to go further, come back, and then you need to dodge them. So you can do this 1D representation in 2D by using time on the y-axis. And then I can draw like this to see where I could be at any given time. So red is impossible to reach, and blue you can. Did I go too fast? Exactly, that's Rashtal. So Rashtal is now 1D. No, just kidding. Yeah, if I can solve this problem in 1D, then I can bring it to 2D. But like 1D becomes 2D when you look at the time like this. Yeah. And then 2D becomes 3D. So here's what I did. Wait, I'm gonna hide everything. Here's your explosion in 2D. So let's say I'm at the top. So now I have my 2D game where your goal is to go from the green, from here, all the way to the destination. At a certain time, there's an explosion, but you don't see it right away. So let's do this. Yeah, exactly. And then here, poop, I see that I died. Bang. Yeah, so my Pathfinder can work in any amount of dimensions. But the problem is that now I need to have a Pathfinder that works with constraints. For example, let's say you start in this node, and then you start to look, where can I go? So you find this node right here. I don't know if this is visible, so I'll take a big red. So you start from here, or a white, and then you can find this node or this node. So this node you're able to keep because let's say you draw like from here, you draw your line, you're not allowed to go below the line because time is moving. So you can't be somewhere that is unreachable. So right now here we see that this line cuts this node and there's an area that you could be in. So this node works. Now from this node into this node, you draw your line and there's never any intersection. In other words, this node is impossible to reach. Breath first? No. Well, it could be, but it's not. Same here, like, well, this one is unreachable, so this is a dead end. So you find this, but this one doesn't bring you to the destination. Anyway, so you end up here. This is good, you're above the line. By the way, if you're starting here, the line goes the other way too. But we don't really care. Anyway. Yeah, so you find this node, everything's good, you're above the line. You find this node, everything's good. You find this node, but like this node found this explosion corner. So this line now starts from this corner. And then you find this new intersection, everything's good, so this is kept. You find this node, everything's good. You find this node, this doesn't work because this corner, if you extend, there's no intersection. So this is good, all above this line. This is good here. Yeah, whatever. Everything's good. And then eventually you find this node, this is good, and then you can reach your destination, wherever that is. You lost me? Yeah. The idea is that if you're traveling at a speed, it means that this is the time right here. I understood. Yeah, exactly. So this is like 0 seconds. Maybe this is like 0.1, 0.2. So in other words, if you want to go here, so if you draw a big vertical line, I don't know how to draw this anymore, but yeah, where your goal is to end up here, like somewhere, but at 0.1, you can't have been here. But like further, like if you do your pathfinding at like, I don't know, like 1 second, now you're able to be where your destination is. So yeah, the goal is to find on this 1D, be able to find, is that a problem? Man, I didn't even start coding this. I'm still trying to understand the algorithm. How does it work? Anyway, it's starting to make sense with those lines. And I guess when you end up in 3D, it's not a line but a plane. .3D is weird. So let's say this is oh. Perfect. Oh, so that sucks. The goal is that it's a way for me to validate a level. In other words, if you put explosions and then you run this pathfinding thing through time and you can never end up here, then the level is impossible. But also there's another reason. If I want to start adding some little AIs that move through the world, it would be so cool if they could solve levels. Like they come, they do their pathfinding. So when you're the player, you'll have like the basic pathfinder that doesn't work through time. When you're but for the AIs, they could have this new improved pathfinder, and then they just have to say, I want to go to the destination, and it just works. Poop. That would be insane. Yeah. Or let's say someone really struggles with the game Rashtal. They really like the art or whatever, and then they just don't care about the gameplay. Like maybe I could have an option like to turn that on, and then they can just click and then it solves the game for them or something. Playing with plans. Like hard coding the solution. I'm lost. Wait. That's pretty much the same thing. Possibly. Compute the plane. Oh man, I'm confused. I'm starting to want to go eat something, but I don't want to do it yet. By the way, the yellow are my nodes, and the same sort of nodes that I drew here. Am I able to add transparency to this? Alpha. Unconnected sockets. Yeah, that's true. But I mean, check that. Did that break? Oh wait, I forgot that, or not? Sometimes this breaks. Here, this is no longer 3D, now it's 2D. This is so cool. Yeah, 2D plus time equal 3D. Isn't that cool? This means that you're going above. This means that you're going slowly to the corner. And then slowly to the end. And then faster to the end. Yeah. Wouldn't this look better if instead of going slowly, so like, okay, oh man, okay, there's gonna be an optimization thing where if you're trying to move at a weird angle like this, Instead, you should move straight there and then wait. Huh. Yeah, as soon as you're not moving at the fastest speed, then it looks kind of weird because the AI would be going really slow and then fast. But that's not how we play this game. We usually like go somewhere at full speed, wait, and then go. Yeah, so every curve like this would end up being like... Oh yeah, I was thinking about another use for this. Automatically be able to know a level's difficulty. In other words, a level is harder if you need to do many steps. So if going through this level, for example, you had to... like let's say this was a solution to a level. Let's say you're waiting. Forget the waits. Let's say like this is a sort of zigzag to solve one level. Like this is really complex. So yeah. And then also you start so obstacles, explosions. There's a pixel perfect way to go around explosions, but you can actually increase their size. So maybe you can do the pathfinding once here with the explosion this size, and then you rerun the pathfinding, but you increase the size of the explosion. In other words, now you're not hugging the explosion as close. You're giving you more room, and then you do the same with this one. Like you increase all the explosions, and then as you're solving this, the path becomes narrower and narrower, and then you redo again, and at some point the thing becomes like impossible. So that time where it becomes impossible with this much room, then that's another way to know the difficulty. So if your explosion is if your level is perfect, like you need to click... Okay, let's go check that. Yeah, I did that at some point. That's if you look at this in 3D, this is a cone. I once did an animation. I'll show you. Oh man, Imgur is broken. Oh, they changed. Okay. They have some dead links, but whatever. Check this. Okay. Where did I put it? Okay, check that. I have a few other ones, I think. is it? Oh, there it is. Yeah. I also have this. Check that. So this is the top view. So like if you start here, where you can move after an amount of time. And then this is how it looks through time. And this is the cone in 3D of your movement. There's also this. For example, you can see the explosions. So if your thing can reach the end. Man, that's 2017. I've been thinking about this for way too long. Man, what is this? That's another thing. Wow. That doesn't work. Oh, is that old art for Rashtal? I was looking at this at some point. Oh wow, that's bad. What is that? Incredible. Wow. Dang. Wow, that's so cool. That's pretty much what we ended up with. Oh, that's dark. Wow, I'm showing depth. Wow, 2016. Wow, nothing changed, right? Well, actually, this was in before, but nowadays this is 2 times the resolution. Wow. Oh, that was the art style I was going for. Wow. Yeah. Whoa. That would have been a nice game too, I think. Wow. It's continuous. Dang. Man, I want to revisit these ideas sometime. Not for Rashtal, but maybe something else. I really like this concept of loops like that. Complex part of a plane. Oh, you've lost me, I think. I completely forgot how that works. Complex numbers, right? And I hate this. Okay. Okay, I have something like what you're thinking about. Yeah, check this. This is the thing I'm trying to retire though. F6. So check that. This is the game. The map rather. How does this work? So let's say that the player is here at 0 seconds, and I want to know where the player could be at X amount of time. Yeah, that's a lot of work, I can tell you that much. And then check how like everything updates. And it's not circles, those are weird shapes right there. No, it would work if I would put more time on it, but I feel like it's not the right way to go. This is what I call the growth system. It's incredibly awesome. Hey, welcome, Samurai 8. Thank you, Simplify. Yeah, that's true. My starting position and end position. Well, the starting position, yeah, both can be anything because it depends on where the player is clicking. Oh, whoops. I forgot that this thing here controls the delay of a click. Man, I got so... that's incredible, the fact that it's still like that. Like, I never took the time... Oh, I guess I did. This is an old build. Yeah. But yeah, one messes up my brain. This one is impossible. Oh no, it's possible. What? Oh, this is an old working build. Oh. Man, this is madness. Okay, let's read the. Let's try to understand correctly. Sorry. Okay, yeah. So here's what I'm trying to do. I'll explain this in 1D. Let's say you're playing in 1D. In other words, you can only move on a line. You have a start and an end. You're trying to go from here to here. Over time, there are explosions. So your goal is to go around the explosions. So let's say that you represent time on the y-axis, and then this is one explosion, and so in other words, because of the time constraint, if your starting position is here, you can never be here, because of how time works. Let's say this is 0, this is 1 second, and then this is like 0.5. Essentially at 0.2, you can never be here, because to be here you'd have to like go really fast. But if you're around 1 second, then you can be here. Because you took the time to travel all the way up to there. What was I trying to say? Yeah, so the pathfinding using time, it adds a few constraints where some nodes are not reachable. Yeah. Can't you simplify it? Yeah. So here you can't be here at 5 seconds, 0.5. But if you take the time to travel, you could be there at like 0.6. Yeah, the problem with growth, okay? Get ready. The problem with growth is this. Oh. I never solved this, did I? I guess I didn't care. To build this shape, I'm constructing, like I'm breaking it into a lot of smaller little parts. This is a bug because this one enters this node first. So yeah, this gets taken by this tree. And I could have allowed this one to also visit it, but then that starts to add like a lot of complexity, because there are cases where if this was already fully visited by a previous node, then you really don't want to explore it. Anyway. Okay, so what is wrong with the growth? It's that when you have an explosion, it creates... didn't I have visualization for this? I think I had something. Let's see. I drew like my whole growth system somewhere. But now I have so many files, it's hard to understand anything. I remember making it in... okay, maybe I can... growth. Growth system. Yeah, I don't see anything. Yeah, breath first. But like the algorithm itself to visualize this is the growth system. It's here. Growth. It's a shape that grows over time. That's what this means. Incredible. Similar to a function, it can be defined by parts and starts somewhere and grows. Where it starts is the seed. What is a growth node? Incredible. A growth node, that's a thing. Growth Pathfinder. I have a growth. What is a growth seed? Oh man. Growth seed circle. Huh. Yeah, you see, this is the issue with this. Is that an explosion is, you can think of it as a square that cuts into a shape. So if like at like 800 thing there's an explosion here, it means that you need to cut into this shape, get a new shape, and then that shape can grow. So it eventually refills this part that just got cut. Oh, there's some floating point rounding errors sometimes. Yeah, exactly. So my game works like this. Check that. You have explosions. And then if I just click like this, I can't because I die. The other one is easier to read. So this here is like that, so... Yeah. So I wonder if I go back. Oh, the thing still plays. It's fun. Man, this thing keeps getting better, right? Yeah. So I think I saw this back in 2016. Yeah, exactly. So this is what I'm trying here. From top view. So at the time there's a box. And then you can see the box here. In other words, if you're going through the box, obviously you're dead. Let's show the time thing. Essentially, time is like that. And then I also had I should have not closed that earlier. Like this. So that's my sort of growth thing. If the white reaches the end, then the level is possible. And then there's also this. So visually you can see how like this thing spreads. In 3D it's like just a cone. Okay, let's see. You called it? And then another thing that's really useful is to use that to know the level's difficulty. In other words, if you have a lot of steps, then you can say the level is a bit more complex. Also, if you so if you look at this is an explosion. So there's a smaller size for the explosion, but you can also grow the explosion, and then the more you grow it, the more the path becomes restricted. Essentially, you have less leeway. And then if you grow, at some point, then there's just no more paths. So you can use that to know how much you need to grow before the level is impossible. And then that pretty much tells you if you grow just a little bit and already the level is impossible, then the level is pixel perfect. Hey, I have a bunch of things that you can look at. Essentially, like what you with this, you end up with like a range of everywhere you can be. Man, I had something else. Must have been this. Oh yeah, I showed him. This is a bunch of mechanics in the game. Different ways you can move. Frozen step. And then there's like near perfect. The pattern speed of each phase is so fast that it needs almost perfect timing. Obviously, like if you have near perfects, it's really hard to play the game because you can't mess up, misclick. Yeah, so if you grow this, then you can find the near perfect. You find how much room you have to react. The thing that was nice with the growth system was just how you could actually visualize it. Like I can see exactly where I can be, like everywhere. Like when I did this back in 2017, I actually found a path that I didn't know about, where you could just run and then turn back, whoop, and I didn't know about that path. So that's kind of cool how you can use this and then to see leaks. Like let's say you're designing a level, then you use this, you can see how the player could beat your level in a different way than you expected. So a growth seed has a start time, a speed, masks. Oh. Man, when did I work on this? 9 months? 2019? I did not remember that. Oh no, that's format. Okay, I see. May 2019. Whoa. Yeah. I thought about that, but this doesn't really capture all the nuances of how you can move. Like saying there's 100 position is a bit like subdividing the grid. Essentially, like you lose details. Let's look at this really fast. So this has a start time. So in other words, when you look at this growth pathfinder thing, open list, whatever, yeah. Essentially like this, let's look at growth seed. Isn't there a function for is inside? Wow, I wrote some ducks, nice. Oh, is that why? Huh. Yeah. Hey, that's useful though. Is that like the dot product thing? Yeah, probably, right? Yeah, that's true. You know what makes everything annoying? It's that I'm adding turn rate to the game. In other words, having a delay before you can turn. If you're turning from a too big angle. So if you're trying to go like 180, maybe there's a 20 millisecond delay before the turn happens. And that makes everything annoying. Like that means there's more restrictions to this thing. Because if you're like moving and then yeah, it will be more cool to play. Yeah, exactly. But the thing is that if you turn instantly, it means the game has to be really fast. So by adding turn rate, I can make all the levels be slower. Like the time between explosions can be lower. No, higher rather. So you can make everything be slower, have more delays. Yeah. Like right now, the speed between like explosion is something like 200 milliseconds, and then a lot of like my levels are have 200 millisecond timings, but apparently that's Korean level, or like that's even harder than Korean level, and like I'm doing all my balance around that, how to be like yeah. So the game is really reactive, so it's really smooth. When you click, it goes. But that means I build my levels for Koreans. So I can add a turn rate. This adds more mechanics, but also it means that I can slow everything down. Okay, yeah. Hey, thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I think you're right. Oh, wait, no, it's not. I guess turn rate is the same sort of restriction as time. Um, so like, let's say you're going here. So that gives you like this sort of angle. And then you need to backtrack, then that's a turn. So that new line or whatever can... yeah, every time you turn, there's like a delay or something. Or like there's something happening. So maybe instead of being like in exactly on the corner, maybe it would be a slightly higher line. That makes everything so hard. Yeah, exactly. Hmm. Nice job. Hmm. Crater is really good. Yeah. Oh. Ah, with the fix. Okay. Those are my nodes in 3D. That's what is annoying with this way of cutting space. Is that every little new explosion or detail adds complexity to the division. I wonder if there's a way to fix that. Yeah. And also, a lot of my terrain is like really restricted. Like you don't just go into a big open area usually. It's like really straightforward. So that already limits a lot of paths. Okay, let's put that on hold and fix my code right now. So I just changed the code. You can also split up. Ah. Alright, I didn't think about that. Yeah, you bring up a pretty good point. Yeah. Man, well, that would be fun though. Man, is there no one else that does pathfinding through time? I can't possibly be the only one, right? I've searched so many times on that and I never find anything. Pathfinding... Is there like another word? What is that? Time? Man, I need like... I need to know the right words to search. That's like the hardest. Like, I'm sure there's a lot of research on that. Temporal. Temporal. Is that possibly something? Time dependent. Temporal gives me interesting results. Kinetic constraint, that's interesting. Oh, that's That's not what I was thinking about, I think. this? Because I can see that this algorithm works. Like I can run the thing and see that I can end up with a result. But that's really annoying to code. That's funny how like okay, that's 1% approved by. Okay, I see. Man, that sucks having to write that in a paper. Abstract. We're known for calculating the shortest path. Pathfinding problems for traversal. Oh, maybe this is exactly right. Or multiple costs of different units. That's fun. Who's that? That guy writes really well. Alan D. Whitson. Oh, it's a she. My bad. Man, she's really good though. Actually, I'm not sure. I'm finding a result for Helen, but not Hallen. And the only result I get is this article. Yeah, whatever. Proposed in the past. This method, like the functionality to provide agents the ability to decide which resources are more valuable for conservation. With this multi-objective pathfinding technique, agents can make decisions influenced by highest priority objectives and their preferences to trading up some resources for others. Traditional pathfinding techniques. Dynamic scenarios, yeah. A solution is compatible with problems, yeah. Nice. Helping, nice. Let's read this really fast. Okay. Yeah. Oh, that's a cool one. Let's go straight to page 46. Is there no way to edit the page? Oops. How is it possible that I search for the author's name and barely get anything? Hey, good luck with your cookies. Yeah. I could have looked at the introduction a bit better to understand why this was written. It's hard to read these papers because I feel like my algorithm is better. Bang. Yeah. The expanded, okay. Here's one thing I need to think about really fast. Man, I'm starving too now. Let's say there's an explosion here. And there. And by the way, normally in the 1D thing, it's like one node. That's one node. Let's see if I can do this same thing here. Like this is one node and not cut on the time axis. I feel like that's an issue though. Whoa, someone's crazy here. Dang. Yeah, this doesn't work because there's no easy way. Or is there? There's no... Is there an easy way to go from the layers? Like on the time thing, you can only move up. So maybe this works. For example, here, there's an explosion, but this explosion is modifying the space division even here, where it's not really true that this explosion can divide the space down here, or rather we don't even care. But maybe it can affect it above. Wait, let's try this again. I feel like I'm onto something. So here this is full. No explosion here. Here there's an explosion. And now we affect the space above. Let's try this. makes for some really weird nodes. I wonder how they behave. Are you able to... Like, let's say you're standing here and you're trying to go like here. Huh. That is really odd. I'm actually able to go in either of those while still not walking on the explosion. I mean, it works nicely in 1D. I wonder how it looks in 2D. But let's see, because you still find this corner easily because that's the limit right there. So if you're here and you have to go to a limit, you're able to find a corner. Same here, like this corner right here. Ah, so maybe I don't care about even above. Maybe this works already. Like if you go here, up, you can find this limit. Likewise, if you go from here into above, anywhere, like let's say here, you can still find the limit. And then when I expand explosions to test for difficulty, you don't increase it on the y-axis. You increase on the x-axis. That's really interesting. I mean, it works in 1D really easily. You go from here. So, yeah, this works. Can I get away with not needing to subdivide the space? You can keep the layers, but you don't need to divide the space, I think. Check that. Oops. I'll just do this. I'll do it on this side instead. So we know that things are happening at X time. Okay, let's say I start here. And then I say I move at a speed. And I'm trying to go somewhere. Let's mark this here. And then when I draw the line from here to here, that's when I'm looking at this. So let's start with this. I go from here to here. Now this discrete point, I guess. So we know about this explosion. We know where it is. That sort of requires you to have like two nodes. Like, so if you go across an explosion, it's the same as like moving your point from wherever you are to either here or here. And then one of them is impossible because it's below the line. I wish I had more room. Okay, and then the same thing happens right here. Oh wait, that's not as straightforward as I expected. Because now we're not in between. Oh, we are. We're here. Do we only care about the top? Or about both bottom and top? I think we care about both. I'm pretty glad I went through this case right there. Okay. And then I know that at this time, that's when I reach the X. And then when you finish the path, let's do it in green, whatever. And then that would be the final path. Let's try it again, because I feel like I skipped some steps. Let's try this one as higher. Man, it's so hard to draw. How did I do it last time? Oh, I made... Essentially, I need to not touch down. Okay. Actually, let's just draw it. Like, this is my... I'll use that as a guide, whatever. Like that, okay. Is that a case where you you do the pathfinding from the end? I think I can do the pathfinding in 2 steps. Step 1, ignore the obstacles. Step 2, spread it out. I don't know how to define... like, in other words... like, you have your path, and then you lower, like, you make it hit the obstacle, like a sheet, a sort of bed sheet or whatever, and then you drop it on the obstacle. I forgot I can't do that. There's like something that's really obvious. I can't put my finger on it, but it's like right in front of me. Like, it's so, like, I can, as a human, I can see really easily how you can do this. Like, it's so obvious. Yeah. Like, just looking at this, I see like this instantly. Or like this. Nice, we're into the One Piece now. Let's do one that is really... It's not exact, but whatever. Hey, Daedal. What's up? I'm trying to do pathfinding through time. Essentially with a time constraint. So what does that mean? It means that let's say you're in 1D. You start here, and you're trying to go from. Okay, better. Let's say you're in 1D. Oh, I made everything complicated. Whatever. You start from this side, and you want to go to this side. So all you have to do is go in a straight line. Let's say you add obstacles. So you say at 0.5 seconds there's something exploding on this 1D thing, and then at like 0.6 there's something exploding here. Now the path is no longer a straight line. You need to go straight. Now there's the explosion, and then backtrack, explosion, and then you can go. So yeah, visually this is how it looks. You start here, and then you go at an angle. The angle is defined by your speed over time. In other words, at 0.2 seconds, you can never be here. Because this is inside of the essentially to be here at 0.2 seconds, starting from here, you would have to go way too fast, faster than your speed limit. So in other words, the path is the pink line. So you have to go here, backtrack, and then you can go. So pathfinding through time means you can never go down. But otherwise you can express the 1D as 2D.
Tu fais, Jean-Luc?
Crazy dogs. Okay. Let's just think about this for like 1 or 2 more minutes and then I'll be done. Hey THC, how are you doing? Okay. Let's think about this really fast. You're catching me at like the end of my stream. If everything goes well, I'm done in like 2 minutes. How am I? Pretty good. Hey, I've been taming squirrels. Well, they're not really tame. They're still wild, but they tolerate my presence. Yeah, so that's really cool. Otherwise, I'm working on Rashtal right now, and things are hard. It's a really simple game with a complicated code base. Multiplayer, yeah. I mean, now that one is on hold for a little bit. Rashtal, you don't know? No, you have to know, right? This. So what is? No, I'm sure you know. Oh, okay. Nope. This is the game I'm working on, my main game. I'll show you. Man, I'm sure I told you, you've seen this before, right? Yeah, okay. Exactly, okay. Yeah, the other thing is, I'm trying to do pathfinding through time. In other words, let's say this was a 1D game. So you have like a line. You're trying to go from one position to the next. And then you have explosions. So like one explosion at 0.5, maybe another one at 0.6. Now you can't just go in a straight line. So you have to backtrack. So I'm trying to think about this. How do you do pathfinding over time? How do you find a path if you have things happening that are blocking you? Like those things are invisible if you're at 0 seconds, but at 0.5 you can sort of see them, you can go around them. And I'm trying to understand how I can define the space. Like, do I just do this where it's I take my pathfinding algorithm and I add a dimension, and then I do like so my nodes here, for example, are impossible to be reached, and you know that because if you draw your like pathfinding through time means you have a restriction on the angle that you're allowed to walk in. Essentially, you're not allowed to go backwards or like down, and also you're not allowed to ever end up under your speed line. Yeah, exactly. So you can think of the explosion as like a physical object. So for a 1D world, explosion are a physical object in the 2D coordinates. And then pathfinding is just going around those 2D coordinates. But because we're in time, we can't go down, and we can't end up like in different areas. Like here is impossible because time puts a limit on where you can go. Like at 0.2 seconds I can't be here yet, but at 1 second I can. So do I do like my usual pathfinding thing where I put nodes, and then when I'm looking for a node, like I start here, and then I do, okay, where can I go? I can go here or here. And then I say, okay, my line is like this, so I have intersections. In other words, this node is a valid destination. Same with this one. But then I go from here, where can I go? I can go here. And then I say, is this valid? No, so this is a dead end. But I'm trying to see, do I need to divide the space? Or can I do instead can I do my regular pathfinding without worrying about time? And then apply the time afterwards. Essentially, like, take this straight line and start adding folds. Or if like I'm here, like I'll put invincible mode. Let's say like you look at this. still end up with a straight line. Yeah, it doesn't work, I see now. Or does it work? Yeah. Well, there's two reasons. One, I want the AI to beat the level. Two, I can use a technique where I can use that to determine how hard a level is. For example, if a level requires a lot of complicated steps, a lot of backtracking pretty much, then you know the level is harder because it's more complex. There's more clicking required at the correct timings. Also, if I start with like pixel perfect, in other words, you can go perfectly around an obstacle. And then you see that there's a solution. Now you could like expand you could do the pathfinding again, but expand the explosions. So now the path is more restricted. And then do the pathfinding and see, can the level still be solved? And then if it can, then you can do it again. Expand the obstacle until eventually there's no more paths. When that happens, then the level is impossible, and then you know, okay, this is it takes X amount of time before the level is impossible, and then I can use that to know how hard it is, like how clutch the timings are. So like if you only grow once and already the level is impossible, then you know you need to be extremely precise. So you can combine those two values to know how hard a level is. So you could have a level that is really complex, the pattern itself, but you could still have a lot of leeway. So you could like not have to click right away. Neural network. I feel like it's not the right way to solve that problem. Like if I can find this algorithm, or like already I know that this works, but I don't like it. I feel like it would be a pain to code. So that's why I'm looking for something simpler. Yeah, exactly. Here, I'll show you a visualization. Okay, you can think of this like that. Let's say you're in 2D. You're the green, you're trying to go to the orange. Okay? But at a certain time, there's an explosion. And then you see it appear right here. In other words, you know that at this point, you're dead because you were on the explosion. So what does this mean? It means that what you're trying to do is, for 2D pathfinding, you're trying to solve a path in 3D. What am I looking for? This. So all you're doing is in the 3D space trying to go around the thing. So I don't know how familiar you are with pathfinding, but you can think of like the nose as this, like 3D boxes. And there's no node right there, like where the red box is. So it's just a matter of moving from node to node around this. And then when you do that, you end up with a 2D pathfinding through time. Or if you want better visualization, here's something. You can think of like movement as like a circle expanding. And if you convert that in 3D, you end up with a sort of cone. So if you start at a point, after a number of time, the point is now a circle. Yeah. Anyway, I think I should end the stream here. Hopefully I explained that correctly. I need to try to do this in 3D. Well, essentially the AI doesn't anticipate the explosion. You just have to think of the explosion as a wall. So really, it's not really backtracking, it's just going around the walls. You see? So from here to all the way up there, you're going around the walls. And then that you can see, there's no backtracking here. You're always moving forward. But if you go down to 1D, now you see the backtracking. It's the same with 2D. In 3D, you're going from here all the way down. Yeah, exactly. The backtracking is not really a problem, because backtracking just means you're going around the shape, just like regular pathfinding. What makes it a bit harder is the constraints, because you need to solve without ever going backwards. You always need to move up. And then the angle that you're moving up is restricted by your speed. So if you move faster, then this angle can go, can be steeper, or can be less steep. If you're going really slow, then this angle becomes really steep. Yeah. Fast means less steep, slow means steeper. Alright, I need to go eat now, I'm starving. Okay. Yeah, so thanks everyone for watching, and see See you next time. That was really cool though. Yeah, anyway, peace. Hey, thanks for stopping by.